to security and to China's been, a constant topic of conversation here last couple of days. Canada's part of the Five Eyes, although kind of in reality you think there are probably three eyes because there's three that really spend a lot on intelligence. And I wonder with shouldn't Canada be boosting your intelligence capabilities, considering the Chinese interest in Canada and influence in Canada? You run the budget. Is that something that's in it?
Okay, well, I'm certainly not going to be making any budget commitments today, right here.
How about a sort of a principled commitment? Should the intelligence community in Canada get more?
What I will say is we are very aware of, very focused on China in the world, and very focused both on Canada's position as a country vis-a-vis China, but also our collaboration with allies. And intelligence and security is a big part of it. I think a real opportunity and a place where Canada has an outsized role to play is in securing supply chains, particularly in critical minerals and metals. And this is something that we are investing in aggressively. We began investing in the 2022 budget with a $3.8 billion critical minerals and metals strategy. And we're working very closely, particularly with the White House, but also with other allies on that effort. And I think this is one of the most important things happening in the world right now, is a recognition that the green economy needs to be built with physical stuff. It's not just about commitments, it's about lithium, it's about copper, it's about nickel, it's about zinc. And Canada has a huge role to play here, partly because we have a lot of the stuff. You guys remember the new controls that China imposed on germanium and gallium. Well, it turns out that 25% of the world's germanium is produced in Canada by Teck, Trail, BC, just 1,000 miles northwest of where we are right now. So we're focused on our domestic resources. Equally importantly, Canada is, I would say Canada, Australia, Germany, and the US are the world's leading mining countries. We have a great deal of expertise, engineering, mining, banking, law in mining, and Canadian miners are very active in Latin America, Africa, Asia. We as a government are focusing on supporting them there, and we're working really for the first time very collaboratively with the US, with a broader group of allies, on sort of having joined up thinking on securing our critical minerals and metal supply chains. Vis-a-vis China, I think this is probably the single most important thing for us all to do, because China right now, they've been thinking about this for 20 years, and they have quite concerning control, not only of critical minerals and metals deposits, but also of the processing. And so we collectively have to get ahead of the game. Otherwise, we risk finding ourselves in the position that Europe found itself in last winter vis-a-vis Russian natural gas.